Welcome to Building a Character, where I'm going to be building your favorite characters using Pathfinder and Spheres of Power. Check the description for the character sheet, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. What's up, everyone? Today we'll be building Zac the Secret Weapon from League of Legends. Little disclaimer, I tried to log into my League account to actually get some gameplay footage rather than using somebody else's, and I found out my League account has been banned for like 4 years now. So rather than trying to buy Zac on a new account and then doing all that within 2 days, I just decided to say screw it. I'm just going to use somebody else's. So the gameplay footage in the background is not me. It is of a YouTuber that I found after this recording is made. I'll put his link in the description, so go check him out in case you want to go see more content like that. But now that that's out of the way, let's continue. I probably won't be doing League builds often, but if you want to see them instead of the usual anime characters, let me know in the comments. What are the goals of this build? Goal number 1, the secret of the ooze. We need to figure out how to become an ooze before we do anything else. Goal number 2, your boy thick. I know I've been using that a lot in my builds, but generally speaking, your boys be thick. Number 3, the resurrection. We probably won't get to this goal. I don't exactly know how to allow resurrection without being like a level 20 Necros and getting a phylactery, but who knows. On to race. Zac is obviously an ooze. Sadly, that doesn't exist normally, but I actually found a third-party official race called the Gelatinous Cube. Link will be in the description below. If your DM does not allow it, grab the alteration sphere, give yourself the ooze properties for free as a human. He gets +4 constitution and -4 dexterity as a racial bonus. You have ooze immunities, so that's immune to crits, flanking, and you do not take bonus damage from precision-based attacks, similar to sneak attacks, and you are immune to acid. All that sounds great, but there's a pretty big downside. You only have 15 feet of movement, we'll fix that later, and you are technically blind, but you have blind sight to kind of negate that. On to stats. We'll be using 15 point buy, but roll for stats if your DM allows it. First will be dexterity. I know, weird, right? But I don't want dexterity to be the negative. So we're putting dexterity at the top, the -4 will put it down to 10. Next will be constitution and strength at 13. Constitution is up here because you get a +4 constitution from race alone. So you're going to start off at 17 constitution. And strength is up here because a lot of your attacks are unarmed, so you get a nice little bonus to your strength mod. Then you put a little bit of points into it, take axe kick from the open hand sphere, and you're good. I don't know if we'll be able to make ourselves explode with unstable matter, but if you want to, take a little dip into the destruction sphere and flavor it out a little bit. Intelligence and wisdom are at 12, bit low, but you're not the smartest and brightest blob in the rift. Last to be charisma at 10. You're a blob of snot. Yes, you are likable, but talking isn't exactly your strong suit. We'll kick things off with a first level of striker. You gain an AC and CMD bonus equal to your constitution modifier. Your boy is about to get crazy. If you're not immobilized, helpless, wearing medium or heavy armor, and it does stack with unarmored training, which we will be getting with our martial tradition. You'll gain the open hand, brute, or boxing sphere for free. I went with brute. You also gain the tension and tension techniques. You take improved unarmed strike as a bonus feat, and at this level we will take the form figure feat. As a full round action, you may take the form of a human. You lose access to all of your natural attacks, don't need them, but you can still engulf targets. It takes a free action to return to normal, and you can stay in human form until you decide to turn back. It's a supernatural ability, so it cannot be dispelled. Martial tradition will be called the lab experiment tradition. You gain unarmored training and force redirection technique from the equipment sphere. You also take the athletics and wrestling or open hand spheres for free. Force redirection, as says before, allows you to use your strength mod up to 3 plus half your BAB in place of your dexterity modifier for your AC. Athletic sphere will give you technically your ultimate and your E ability. Your Q will be a little weird. It's just a matter of stretching your arms out for increased reach. But if you're taking the alteration sphere anyway, you can increase your size, so you'll have the increased reach anyway. Second level strikers gain the striker arc class feature. I always go with iron body here because getting the 3 DR for 2 tension is just too good as a swift action. Next we'll be moving on to Resizer Mage Knights. I found out recently that you can blend archetypes together as long as they don't cancel each other out, so we'll be grabbing the Resizer and Martial Mage Knight archetypes together. With this you'll gain blended training, so you can swap out magic for combat talents, and you'll be gaining the size focus class feature. You'll take the alteration sphere for free and the size change talent for free. You can use it as a move action and it lasts 2 rounds plus 1 round per class level until dismissed as a free action. You also gain resist magic +1. The feat at this level will be improved initiative because going first is always nice. Second level Resizer Mage Knights gain agile strength. You ignore all penalties to ability scores when changing size. This replaces the mystic talent you gain at this level. Stat increase at this level will be +1 constitution. Now I'll be swapping over to Sentinel. First level Sentinel gain quite the number of class features. You'll gain Defender's Soul, which grants you the Guardian Sphere for free, Guardian Sphere being a nice little way to mitigate some damage. You'll take Guardian's Challenge for free. This grants you +1 attack and damage to any challenged creature. Sentinel's Reserve grants you a reserve pool equal to half your Sentinel level plus your Wisdom modifier. Won't be anything too crazy, but it's a nice little boost. Using one grants you temp HP equal to 2 times your BAB plus your Wisdom modifier. Lastly, you'll gain Wise Reflexes, which replaces your dexterity with your Wisdom modifier for the purposes of initiative and reflex saves. Your Wisdom modifier will be slightly higher, so it's a nice little bump. The feat at this level will be Muscular Reflexes for using your Strength mod for attacks of opportunity rather than your dexterity modifier. Second level Sentinels gain the Guard Wall and Dedicated Defense class features. Guard Wall grants you +2 CMD if you have not moved this turn, pretty okay, I guess, and Dedicated Defense grants you +1 DR/dash for free. This does stack with the 3 that you gain from Striker and the multiple that you'll gain later down the line with the Guardian Sphere. Third level Sentinels gain Second Wind class feature. Whenever you spend a reserve point, you also heal for a d6 per 2 Sentinel levels plus your Wisdom modifier. It's never going to be anything special since it's the last level of Sentinel that we'll be taking, but a little bit of extra healing to top you off is always nice. The feat at this level will be Vital Strike. Third level Resizer Mage Knights gain the Quick Change class feature. You may spend a spell point for your size focus ability to be a swift action. Stat increase at this level will be +1 strength. You can always mess around with these levels as you see fit. This is just how I decided to do it. Fourth level Mage Knights gain a Mystic Combat. Grab Titan's Grip for holding on to people better with your Q ability and then slapping them together should you decide to do it. The feat at this level will be Advanced Magic Training. If you watch the last video, card will be at the top. You remember that this affects your non-caster classes, so now they affect your caster level to be treated as a low caster. You'll now hit a caster level of 10 rather than 7. It's not a big bump, but it does help with some caster level related problems you might have. Fifth level Resizer Mage Knights gain Resist Magic +2. Sixth level Resizer Mage Knights gain another Mystic Combat. Grab Unbreakable for an additional bit of DR/dash. If you stack all of your DR abilities, you could end up with around a total of 12 DR/dash at level 20, so keep that in mind. The feat at this level will be Improved Vital Strike. 7th level Resizer Mage Knights gain the Enduring Change class feature. Now your size focus becomes permanent until you decide to change it. The stat increase at this level will be +1 Constitution. 8th level Resizer Mage Knights gain another Mystic Combat. Grab Swift Combatant. You may spend a spell point as a free action to move up to 30 feet. You're going to be spending a lot of spell points, so you may want to take a Casting Tradition to give yourself a few extra spell points per level just because of how much you're going to have to spend. This movement does provoke attacks of opportunity as normal, and the feat at this level will be Extra Combat Talent. 9th level Mage Knights, this is level 14, gain Resist Magic +3. 10th level Mage Knights gain another Mystic Combat, take a combat talent, and the feat at this level will be an Extra Combat Talent. 11th level Mage Knights gain the Rapid Shifting class feature. You may use your size focus as a swift action without paying a spell point. Additionally, you may spend a spell point to use it as an immediate action instead. 12th level Resizer Mage Knights gain another Mystic Combat. Take a combat talent, and the feat at this level will be Greater Vital Strike. 13th level Mage Knights gain Resist Magic +4. 14th level Mage Knights gain another Mystic Combat. Take a combat talent, extra combat talent. Our capstone will be the 15th level of Resizer Mage Knight. You gain the Tiny and Titanic class feature. When using your size focus ability, you may spend a spell point to increase your size by 1 additional step. If the size mastery advanced talent is permitted, you may spend 2 and reach a max size of colossal. Stat increase at this level will be +1 strength. Now it's time for the pros and cons of this build. For pros, you are consistently big with few penalties. You're not taking any hits to your stats, and the only real penalty will be your AC. But with an AC of 32 at base, I believe, you should be pretty good to hit Colossal with little to no worries. Number 2, you have some really good CC options if you go down into the Wrestling and Brute spheres. It's really good, and taking those will actually boost your unarmed attack damage, so that's also something to take. Remember, you just want to take a little bit of a dip into the open hand sphere to grab Axe Kick for the 1.5 times your strength modifier, or 2 times if they're knocked prone, so keep that in mind. And number 3, you have a rather entertaining amount of mobility. With the athletic sphere, you can actually jump a good little distance, you can leap over distances, you can spend a spell point to actually move up to 30 feet, which essentially breaks your movement limitation. So per round, if you want to, you can have 45 feet of movement and then still jump. So it's actually going to be really fun to see how this build works out for people. For cons, it does take some time to get rolling. I would say about level 10 is where it really starts to actually pick up. Before that, it's kind of like, it's okay. Second, at 15 feet of movement to start, it's going to hurt you, especially since you're mostly melee. It's going to hurt really badly. And number 3, you don't have many talent slots, so keep your talents in mind and pick only what you absolutely need. I hope you enjoyed the build, and next week I'll be doing an anime build. It'll probably be either Overlord or No Guns Life, since I've been enjoying No Guns Life as of lately. I'll see you later.